Welcome into a brand new edition of Camp Dolphins. I am your host, Mike Cunha. Let's take it from the rafters down to ground level, where it is time to talk about money, which brings us to someone who is in line for a big payday. We were all wondering yesterday if Zach Sieler would show up and be a full participant at training camp while in the middle of contract negotiations. The answer to both those questions, an emphatic yes. Now, we got to hear from Zach today, and he told us how important it was for him to let the business side handle the business side and let him handle his business on the practice field. Something he's been doing since his Division II days at Ferris State. Look how much he's grown since then. He actually posted these pictures earlier today on Instagram. Now, Sieler was a 7th-round pick in 2018. Couldn't stick on that Ravens roster, but the Dolphins saw something special in him, and he's proved them right every step of the way. In 2023, he signed a 3-year, $30 million extension. But as the old saying goes, yesterday's price is not today's price. But the important thing to note here is talks for a new deal seem to be headed in a positive direction.
I hope the message that puts out there is that, end of the day, we're here to play football. Now, obviously, that stuff's very important. That stuff's very important to me. The respect and the money that my family gets and makes from this game, we give it all on the line every single day. And I'm going to continue to do that every day. But to be able to go out there and work, despite everything, I think I'm trying to show that you can go out there and play your best ball and still work through stuff without having to compartmentalize things.
Now, Sieler adds he feels a respect coming from the team. Now, his numbers continue to be amongst the best interior defensive linemen in the NFL. He was 3rd in sacks in 2023, then followed that up with another 10-sack season, which was number 1 in the NFL for defensive tackles in 2024. All right, we now want to bring you an update on Bayron Matos, who was airlifted to the hospital yesterday at the end of practice. The team says he has movement in all his extremities and is in stable condition, but he's going to stay at the hospital for observation, so certainly some positive news there. All right, let's run the rock, shall we? The running back room has had as much change as any position. Here was the depth chart from a season ago where Raheem Mostert, the oldest back in the room at 32. Miami has gotten much younger there. Alexander Mattison now the oldest at 26. Devon Achane still the top dog, but there are young guns hoping to add to their workload, including second-year tailback Jaylen Wright. We saw his talents in bursts last year. Now he's looking forward to being a more active participant in the offense.
It's a great feeling. Blessed to have an opportunity. Take advantage of all my opportunities I get. That dog can come out. Whenever I get that ball, whenever y'all see me, I mean, it's going to be a lot of big things this year, so I'm very confident and very blessed for this opportunity.
All right, from number 5 to number 4, Kader Kohou, a.k.a. Darth Kader, went full Jedi to break up this pass attempt to Tyreek Hill, but there was no stopping this connection from Tua to Waddle that got everyone hyped up, including head coach Mike McDaniel. Well, our first orange jersey of training camp went to defensive lineman Benito Jones, and no, I didn't steal this from him. This could actually be yours. The Dolphins are going to be awarding this one to deserving fans for every public practice. Here's what you have to do. Go to the activation road between 7:30 and 9:30 a.m. Nominate yourself or someone you know and share why they deserve it. The winner will be announced towards the end of practices, so you have to be there to claim this. The winner gets one of these signed by that day's orange jersey player, plus an exclusive experience at the 3rd preseason game against the Jags. So make sure you bring it starting this Saturday. And come on back here tomorrow night for another edition of Camp Dolphins, where we hope to bring all the goodness to you. We've got you covered from the big plays to the big headlines. Until next time, everyone, have a great night.